Steve, while you're here, just with the kind of perspective of having been the former Shadow Minister for Justice, right now, the Justice Minister is having conversations about how to make sure those wrongly convicted sub-postmasters actually get the compensation that was due to them. One of the potential suggestions is saying we should just en masse exonerate all of those people. What solution do you think would be best, and why hasn't it already happened?
Well, you're absolutely right. This is one of the gravest miscarriages of justice in our country's legal history. You've got all of these people completely innocent, wrongly convicted, and they lost their reputations, they lost their businesses, they lost their savings, they lost their pensions. We had suicides. Many of them have actually died of old age because this has gone on for so long, and we can't wait any longer. We know they didn't do anything wrong. There do need to be steps taken to exonerate them and give them back the compensation that they so rightly deserve. Now, I'm very interested in what the Justice Secretary is looking at. If they bring forward legislation into Parliament and it is something that will do the job, then of course that's something that we will support. We need to see it first, of course, but I think anything we can do to get justice to these people who were so gravely wronged, then it's incumbent on Parliament to get that done.
And do you think that Paula Vennells, the ex-CEO, should be stripped of her CBE, Steve, and a criminal investigation should be started? Because as far as I see it, they're marking their own homework, man. They're arbitrating the settlements with the very people that they've caused these problems to over years.
Well, isn't that the problem? You know, they should not have been allowed to go ahead and prosecute their own sub-postmasters when they were covering up failure within their own organisation. There's clearly a problem there, and we'll look forward to what the investigation brings forward in terms of resolving that. But in terms of the honour that the former head of the Post Office received, well, speaking for myself personally here, I do think she should give that back. It's an insult to the sub-postmasters who suffered from what her leadership delivered, that she should accept that honour.
Steve, before you go, we've spoken loads over the hour. I'm going to watch your face very closely. Election year, optics are important. Trying to appeal to the British public, whatever your political party. Peter Bone, I'd like to point out before I say this, accused and denies allegations of exposing himself to a male colleague. You're keeping a straight face, so am I. Recall petition, can't be the MP, down you stand in Wellingborough. Last night, the local Tory party picked, ready for it, his partner. Now, he says he's innocent, fine. I'm just wondering, away from Wellingborough, you must be clapping your hands this morning, because to most people, they're going, what? How does that work? That's ludicrous, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not clapping my hands because I think this kind of behaviour undermines the whole of politics, and we all get damned by it in the end. But doesn't it really show how weak Rishi Sunak is, where you've got Peter Bone, who was kicked out of this place behind me for his own behaviour, threatens to stand against the Conservatives unless they pick his partner as their candidate in the by-election, and they go ahead and pick his partner. The people of Wellingborough deserve the best possible MP, and I hope people will be looking at Jane Kitchen, Labour's candidate, and getting behind her, because there is a chance to send a message that we're not going to put up with this kind of shenanigans from the Conservatives anymore. People deserve a good MP, not a political fix.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you being on this morning, really do.